What is up, you guys? We're back with another episode, number 8. I am Max Cosentino. This is Coz&Effect. If you've never been here before, this is a YouTube channel that gives you insight into our world as high schoolers and to hopefully parents out there that are watching. Today, I am joined with a special guest, happy to say my mom's friend, a businesswoman, entrepreneur, Yuly Van Brakel. How are you doing today?
Awesome. Thank you for having me in your show. I'm a fan. So,
So yeah, let's just get right into it. What was it like transitioning to America? Because I understand that you're from Venezuela. Just tell me about that experience. What was it like for you coming here?
well, I came here 18 years ago, more or less. I didn't speak a word of English. So this is all you get. I hope you understand. Eh, I came here because I met my husband and we were dating for like 6 months. He asked me to get married and I moved here. So I didn't move here like a lot of people that just come and see what to do.
Yeah.
I kind of came in a more stable position, but it was really hard. I mean, it was hard because I didn't know the language. I was by myself. I came here, we got married, and he's an amazing man. But at that moment, we met for 8 months and
Yeah.
we decided to get married. So
Yeah.
it was challenging. It was a very humbling experience because you learn to value what you had, but also you learn to look forward to what you can build. So I guess for me, that was the idea. Just not get stuck in the memories, sadness. Is just what I can build here.
Yeah.
But if I can tell you something, to me, the language barrier was my first like crash because I
That
was
was what
super
really
independent.
affected you at first.
Yes, definitely.
Because you were comfortable, obviously, at home. That was your language. You
Yeah,
were
no,
able to
and
communicate. You knew people.
no, and I was perfectly fine. I used
Yeah.
to work for petroleum companies. I have a nice career. Like it wasn't that I
It was a
wasn't
big switch for you.
exactly.
No, that totally makes sense. I remember my mom's own story. And I feel like a lot of, and I'm not proud to say, us immigrants that we go through, we come here, maybe our lives are fine. In my mom's case, it wasn't, the best situation for her. So we had to come here and start, new beginnings. And that's just beautiful, I think, like being able to start over and still become and like you said perfectly, like not get sad or depressed or, not be focused on what you need to do here. Like it's okay, that happened, but I'm here now and I have to look to the future. So if you don't mind, now that we go into not just that, maybe obviously you fast forward in time. What motivated you to start your brand?
Well, I always said it's nothing like failure, right? We can call it incomplete success. So after some incomplete success with businesses, I was like I needed to do something. I came to this country, as I said, I
Yeah.
was in the corporate world. Came here, immediately became a mom, and with that comes a lot because your life belongs to your child
Yes.
now. Especially in my case, my first son Justin was born with some complications health wise, so I really devote to him. So, but after years pass by, that corporate line comes back, and you want to do something because
Yeah.
that's you love being a man, but you also love being who you want to be.
Yes.
So, after some tries and errors with businesses, I decided to. I was kind of down with my last business experience that didn't go well,
Yeah.
and I used that bad feeling or that feeling of incomplete success to said, okay, what I'm gonna do next, and it
Yeah.
was actually my husband who woke me up in the middle of the night one night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, with a bunch of papers, and he was like, "This is your business plan. This is your next business." So I was always shopping. I has always been into fashion,
Yeah.
always. And he said, listen, instead of, like buying from someone else's brands, why don't you create your own brand? And it came with activewear because after I have my first child, I got postpartum depression. And I
Okay.
beat that depression by exercising.
Wow.
So I became very, very, very like religious about moving, about being active. And I was also in love with the fashion.
Yeah.
So I kind of mixed my two passions. And I just said, okay, this could be something that inspire women. If I tell the story about how I was able to take all those sad feelings or
Yeah.
that when you don't feel completely perfect, how to take all of that and transform it in a powerful force that take you to the next level
Yeah.
instead of being there and live that like that moment and stay down in the hole. So how you can take all that feelings and just transform it and take it to the next level, move you forward. So that's Yuly 360. That's
That
how we were born.
that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You have two things, and now you create that product.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what were like maybe your first ideas? Like, what were those first trial and errors? Like, what was your initial idea? Like, what was your vision when
I
you first
start
started
with
it?
teachers
T-shirts,
that said
okay.
stuff, because
Okay.
I always want Yuly 360 to be a brand that has a voice, a brand that can tell a story. So at the beginning, I said, well, my story
Almost like
and
it has meaning, like
it's a
some
meaning.
meaning to
Yeah,
it.
like you wear it and you said this is a reminder of, like no regrets. It's
Yeah.
a reminder for me to just keep going, hang in there. So those were my first teachers
Yes.
that my kids will be like, it's a teacher or a teacher, but it's like something you wear, not the person who teach you. so so it's I start like that, and suddenly it became a little bit more because obviously I didn't know anything about the fashion world
Yeah.
in the sense of making clothes.
Of course.
So that's one thing that I can share today. If you like something, anything, and you feel I'm a journalism and I have an MBA, I have nothing to do with designing, making molds. But if you are super passionate about something, there is nothing that you cannot learn because they are not, walls for you. You have to become, and you are not going to be perfect at everything, but if you get involved in every aspect of your business, you start, learning. And you have to get with the people that knows the most and start learning. And you become, by now, by just touching a piece of fabric, I already know if it's going to work for me or not.
You did whatever it took to
Whatever
get
it
this
takes.
brand
Yeah.
going, and obviously with some motivation of your husband,
Yeah.
that's really good to have.
No, and again, if you are not good at something, you find the right team, and I don't know how to make molds, but I have the team that I give
find
the
a way.
ideas.
You gotta
I
find a
draw
way
it,
to do
and
it.
they do it. So that's it.
Wow. I'm gonna say, like, and maybe you guys know a lot of people that have done it, but this is one of those unique stories, I think, that at least is the first I ever heard, like, where she took something based on her own her personal her whatever issue she was going through in that
Your
moment in
pain.
time.
It's the pain.
That
whatever
moment in
it
time,
is.
and instead of, again, and this is, I'm actually writing my essay on this for being able to have that, what's it called, that past experiences that I've been through this already. I've been through this challenge. I've been upset before, but I know what to do now with this emotion and do something with it. Instead of crawling up and going in your shell. No.
And you know what? Yes, you allow yourself to crawl up and go in your shell for 1 day or two. And then you chop.
Yeah.
You're alive. You keep going. No, honestly, because I love a challenge because there is nothing more powerful than that anger that you feel when you cannot do something. So all it takes is you tell me that I can do something, I will get it done. You can bet, because the more challenging it is, the better it is. Because think about it: if being in retail is so easy, everybody will do it. The more challenge I get, is better for me because I said, okay, less people are gonna be able to accomplish this because it's tough. It's tough, and you need to have that stamina, and you need to have that push to say, I can do it. And it's a challenge, but I'm able to just one more day, and I will make mistakes and I will fail, and you will be back more powerful and with more knowledge. So that's what it is.
I'm looking at my camera guy. I'm getting pretty hyped right now. Like, I almost want to I want to get the jersey on and start working out or doing something. It's getting me hype over here.
No,
What is
it's-
some motivational speeches here? I'm
No,
gonna have to
no.
edit it here.
No, I'm going to ask you something. Let me ask you something. You get to choose what you live. Like you are in control of everything that happened to you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you are in control, but there are some external things
That you can't control.
you can't control.
Yeah.
So if I tell you enjoy the journey, it's not such a thing as enjoying the journey, because guess what? Your journey as part of your journey, you're gonna have to live painful things that nobody wants to go
And I would
through.
even say, like, it depends on what you want to be, what you want to do.
No,
that also affects the journey.
Yeah, no, and everything in life.
Yeah.
Everything. Whoever you are, people with the most money and people with humble beginnings, everybody has something that causes pain. It can be that you cannot have that mug, or it can be that you are very sick, or somebody that you love is very sick. But everybody has something that is living. So for us, we don't set enjoy the journey as a brand. Our tagline is embrace the journey, because you don't get to pick. You just take what life throws to you and you make it work.
Yeah.
You make it work. That's it.
From just hearing that, I know that, and actually also watching videos, it's very similar to, like, the pain is temporary.
Yeah.
Even happiness is temporary. But at the end of the day, what you decide to do will affect your future.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do with that,
Yeah.
Wow, this is probably the most motivational episode yet. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is not sexist or anything, but this is a woman. Like, for any guys out there, any even like teenagers, anyone that's feeling down on yourself, this is like evidence right here. Like, she is able to do it. There's stories out there, there's people out there that are able to do, honestly, the impossible. Because a lot of people out there, I bet you, instead of doing what she did, would have probably fallen down, crawled up, and not get out that shell. Like she said, you can be in your shell for a few days, but then chop, you got to start going.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is actually a perfect way to actually get into what advice. Actually, no, we'll ask that after. As a mom with 2 kids, about to enter middle school, or no, they're actually in middle school.
They are middle and high school.
Middle and high school.
Yes.
Is his
High
first?
is gonna start high school now.
He's a freshman?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Don't confuse me with the freshman and the other thing, because to me it's like the first year of the next step.
Wow. I feel so old. Because
Okay, listen. You were 5 when I met you. Like I'm like dying here.
No, seriously, because I knew her kid when I went to the same middle school as him, and
Yeah.
what was he?
You were like what, 6, and he was 4 or 3
wow,
or something.
and he's already I'm a senior. I'm about to go to college. That's wow. Well, anyways,
You're getting old.
yeah. What advice do you have for them as they embark on their new chapter?
Okay. Listen, I think for any age, Maxi, any age, there are probably 3 or 4 things that I tell. One is, no matter what you want to be, you wake up every day and you just have to plan it. Like what are you going to do today that is going to take you to the next level? So to me, the first thing will be discipline. In my case, religiously. You have to have your non-negotiables, your must. It cannot be a should, I will. No. It has to be a must. Whatever it is for you. For me, I can tell you is wake up. I have to exercise, period, because I suffer from, like depression, and you get anxiety. It's very stressful. So you need to find the right way for you to just release stress and just to find your happy. My happy is exercising.
Yeah.
So I run every time I can, because it helps me. So not just, it has nothing to do with the physical aspect. Of course, it's amazing for your body, because again, your body is the tool you're going to use to succeed, to achieve, right? So if your body is not in a good place, then it will be hard for you to, achieve whatever you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So first one, discipline. It has to be religious. Second thing, you need to understand it won't be easy.
Yeah.
So period. So start making peace with the thought that the harder it gets, the better for you, because you are going to be tougher than the rest. The more challenges you are able to pass, it's like video games. You guys like video games. Man, you have to put a lot of hours on passing to the next level.
Yeah.
Well, that's Mario Bros. In my age.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys work nowadays. But you have to put time and effort and try again. And you die and you start over again, right? So it's the same thing in life. So discipline, knowing that it's going to be hard and be able to do that. And the third thing is mental. To me, it's 10% physical and 90% mental. The reason that I run marathons, that I push myself to the limits, is not because I want to be super fit. No. It's because by doing that, I teach my mind, you are not done when you are tired. You are done when you finish. So to come here, I was 10 minutes late because I'm putting products in my system and I didn't want to end until I was done with my goal for the day. So sometimes in the marathon, for example, which is amazing for me because you are running, right? If you run a marathon, you're running for 4 hours nonstop.
You're
That's
pushing
2
yourself
movies
mentally.
in a row. And you are running, pushing hard.
Yeah.
So at some point, your mind starts tricking you. Your mind will tell you, stop, you are tired, you can do this. And that's when I do this for running especially, but for my life, I just translate. Man, I has been training for months for this marathon, for this race, for life, okay? And you're gonna tell me now that I can? I do what I call the scam because you have to be safe, right? Like, so I said my arms hurt, my my back hurts, my legs hurt. And if the answer is no, you know what? You keep freaking running.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not time to stop because that finish line is still there, not here. So works for me. That's what I train a lot because it's the way I train my mind. The body can accomplish anything you want. It's the mind that you have to train to accomplish anything you want because that's when it's going to trick you. So the third thing will be find a way to train your mind daily.
Mentally.
Feed yourself with things that add value to you. Positive things. Listen Tony Robbins. Listen, Joe Austin.
I'm going to say this one guy that you definitely should mention, and I think that you actually relate to a lot. His name's David Goggins.
Okay.
He uses the marathon.
Oh, the guy, the Navy SEAL.
He uses the marathon
I
example
love
a lot. And it's so funny to say the whole body thing. It's actually proven. They teach it in the Navy SEALs. When your body and your mind is telling you, I can't go anymore, you actually have 40% more energy to keep going.
But you know what it is? It's not just for running. It's for everything.
Yeah.
Like in the business, I didn't sell anything today. I'm not good for this. No, you are, because it's not one day. Life is not measured in one day. You have to keep going, and it probably will take you years until you find success. And you are going to be so tired because you really, really work so hard that you're not going to even realize that you made it. But that's the journey. That's embracing the journey. So discipline, super important. Like the mindset is super important too. And understanding it's not going to be easy. And that leads me to the last. Be careful who and how you spend your time. Because let me tell you, you become what you hang out with. So, and this is not, I'm not talking hang out with people with money. No. Humble people has taught me amazing lessons. Just choose who you give your time to, because time is not coming back.
Yeah.
So
time is money.
Yeah.
Last episode, I think she was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, time is money. And also, man, you lost your time if you spend too much time, I don't say don't play video games. Maybe I'm relating
Don't
because
worry.
I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I don't say don't do it, but just you cannot spend 20 hours of your day playing video games.
No. Yeah. Unless you're going to go like professional.
But at this point, even if you want to go professional, you have to have a training that is a whole, like
Balanced.
you need to
Balanced.
balance.
Yes.
So it's that will be my advice.
What's your daughter's name? Sorry.
Julia.
Julia and Justin, I hope you really listen to this because this is really, really good advice. Seriously, such good advice. Honestly, my parents obviously have taught me this, and if you really listen to this, high school and now middle school will be a breeze. You Won't be like nothing. Wow. So I'm just trying to grasp all this right now. This is really good. Is there any tips on managing time and responsibilities? I think you kind of already said that.
Yeah,
Just planning your day out.
I'm not perfect. I'm a disaster. Just by the way, it takes me an extra effort to just get organized. So something that is very simple that my husband taught me is just grab a piece of paper every morning and write down what you need to get done. That's simple. It takes nothing. I mean, you can do it yourself on an old fashioned, so just like get paper, but you can do it in your cell phone.
I still write it on.
Yes. And you know what? I have color highlighters. And at the end of the day, it's so satisfying to see that you did. Or it's so painful to see that you waste your day.
Yeah.
And you did get nothing done.
You didn't get it done.
And then one little tip for time management. This is another thing that I lack on, but I'm working on it and it's working. When you wake up, don't get your cell phone. Don't touch it. It will take you 3 times to get ready and to start your day. If you start reading the news, you start looking into social media, don't touch it. Just wake up, brush your teeth, make your bed, important, and then just tackle your day. Make your list, go at least to 5 or 6 things on your list. After that, you can get your little treat and you can stalk somebody on social media. But not before that. You will see the huge difference.
I'm going to try that.
Don't touch your cell phone in the morning.
I've been trying a lot of new things lately to obviously help my life, be more organized, improve my health. I'm going to definitely add that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know that I actually started eating eggs before you go to bed.
Okay.
Minimum about 10 to 15 minutes just being outside, getting sun. A lot of for me, my diet has really affected my life, made my life better. That's for me, and working out. Just the same thing as her. It's my safe space. I'm definitely gonna do that because that's a terrible habit. Immediately, right when I wake up,
Yes.
I grab my phone.
You waste so much time.
And I grab it, turn the alarm off, I open my eyes, I'm trying to wake up, and I'm scrolling.
Yeah,
I'm already
and
scrolling.
next you know, an hour passed. You waste an hour already.
No, that's why I'm late to school. Honestly,
just try it.
That's why I'm late to school. Okay, to start the closing, I have 2 more questions, and then we're pretty much ready to go here. In the next 5 years, what do you see Yuly 360, or how do you see it? And is there any upcoming projects and goals that you particularly are excited about?
Okay, because I'm crazy, and as you know, I'm all about doing more and achieving more and be crazy. I decided that 1 store wasn't enough, or 2, or 3. I'm opening 4 stores at the same time. And honestly, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't know. My daughter, she trains horses, right? She does dressage, she competes on that. And she hates when I tell this, but before every competition, I said, you can do it because you train for this. And you know what? I can do it because I have been doing this for so long and I know what I'm able to do. Because one thing I'm not is lazy. And I'm stubborn. And I just I always said, my friend said, you are not afraid to just be opening all these stores. The economy is challenging. But let me tell you, you see crisis, I see opportunities. Rents on the malls are easy to negotiate because the economy is bad. So you know what? If it doesn't work, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So if it doesn't work, you change the strategy and that's it. The end of the world is not going to be, what is the end of the world? If I don't try it. So next goals for Yuly 360, we already opened 2 stores. I had 1. I opened another one. We are opening 2 more October 1st.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
And let me tell you, failure is not an option. That doesn't exist. Incomplete success, rechange the strategy if needed. But I always tell my employees, it's not such a thing as a bad day. Never. So at least you learn something.
Wow.
And that make it a good thing. So,
very last question. What values, actually no, we'll skip this. What do you hope to pass on to your children? And I think I already know the answer to this.
there is something that you can learn in school. And it's to have drive, to be passionate about what you do. And just to just when you do something, honestly, like if you are gonna work out, work out. Don't be on the phone. To me, that's the key. If you are gonna commit to something, give your all. Doesn't matter what
Do
it
it.
is.
If you're gonna do it,
Man, do it
do
your
it.
best.
Yeah.
Like it's not you are working out and you are on the phone and working out and watching TV. Just give it all. Give it all. And you will see it's nothing that I'm gonna stop you. Nothing. Just embrace the journey, give your all, and never give up, man. Not auctions. That's not even a thing.
Justin and Julia, you have to watch this episode. It's non-negotiable. Okay, rapid fire questions, and we're done with this segment of the episode. Your dream car.
Whatever takes me to A to B. Nothing. Spend too much gas.
Any book that motivated you.
Resilience.
Okay.
Amazing.
And your favorite food.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah.
You don't have any Venezuelan dishes that you like?
Well, arepas, obviously.
Arepas.
Pabellón. But I don't cook, so I need to eat pasta because it's the easiest.
Okay, guys. Well, there you have it. That is episode 8. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As you know, we're sponsored by Empire Medical Training. Everything's linked in bio. This is also available on Apple Podcasts. If you want to follow, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell. Man, follow me on Instagram. Follow her on Instagram. It's going to be linked in the bio. Follow on the TikTok. Girls, parents, anyone that likes athletic wear and wants to wear something with a meaning behind it, go to Yuly 360, man. Have blessings. Thank you so much. Episode 8, done.